Hi students, today we are going to discuss about how to bind the controls to the databases. So here we are going to discuss binding controls to databases. Here first there is a term data binding, creation of data binding. It is a wonderful feature in .NET framework. We can easily bind our data through the control. It occupies less code, less time, and there was a two types of binding. One is simple data binding and another one is complex data binding. Let us discuss about simple data binding. So here we can see a form that contains here four labels: name, serial number, class, marks, and I'm having four correspondent text box also. In that one text box is clicked and there is a arrow mark in that text box. You can and next one is complex data binding. So in this binding we need three properties, that is data source, data member, value member. In data source we have to provide our data set name. In data member we have to provide our particular field name. In value member we have to mention our primary key or foreign key of the table. Binding various controls. So we have seen a text box with the binding property, and here some of the properties which is used to bind. So the first property is text box property. Using this text box we can bind tag and text property. It is used to bind the database. And next one is checkbox. So here we can use the property check align, checked, check state, tag, text property. And in combo boxes, list boxes, and checked list boxes, here we can use the data source, display member, and value member property to bind our controls. Next one is using the data grid. So we have discussed about data grid and data view. Here data grid means it is a tool in our toolbox. So this toolbox is easily visible what is the data contained in our tabular column. So here are some of the notable properties are background color, body style, caption font and text, data member, data source, forecolor, link color, select, expand, navigate, scroll. So using this property back color, I can change the background color, and body style we can change the style of the body. And next one is caption font and text. Here I can change the font and text of the data grid. And next one is data member and data source. So data member means I am going to give a particular field name. Data source means I am going to connect my database, and forecolor means I am going to change my forecolor. Link color, if we are giving any link in the data grid means we can give the particular color. And other four things are event of the data grid. So this event will be do some operations whenever we click the data grid. So for example, when I am going to select the data grid means there will be some operations happen. So for that we choose select event. Whenever we are going to expand our data grid, so that time we can use expand. Navigate means I am going to navigate my data, that is moving the record. For example, I am going to forward my record, or I am going to previous to the my record. And next one is scroll. Whenever I am going to scroll my data grid, there will be some operations happened. Next one is navigating in dataset. So in last slide we have seen navigating the data, navigate. So here also we are going to see about the navigation. So first one is we can easily see our current location, or we can move the next record, or move to the previous record, or moving to the first and last record. So for that we need our binding source. So here I am using my binding source as st binding source. So my table name is st. So here my binding source is st binding source. Using that I can use the method move next, move previous, move first, move last. Using the error provider class. So the term itself clearly tell you it is going to provide the error. So it is also a tool which is available in our .NET toolbox. So here also some properties and events are there. So first property is blink rate. How many times the error will be blinked in front of your form. And next one is blink style. What is the style we are going to mention? Next one is icon. So what icon we are choosing for error? And next one is get error, set error, event. We can easily set and get the error through this method. And next one is get icon alignment. So get icon alignment means if we are having more than error provider tool means the time we can use this get icon alignment. And at last three, validating event, validated event, causes validation property. So these three are happened whenever we are going to perform the error provider tool. At the time only it is used. Validating means at present position I am going to use the validating event. So here I gave a sample for validated event. So I am having a sample form. In this form just we have two text box only. There is no label in that form. So we will choose anything to this form, and I am going to enter something in text box 1 means I don't know whether it will be alphabet or it will be a number. So in the time there will be an error provider. So error means there will be some validation given for the provider. So for that we have using the sample coding. Here I am going to validate my text box. So that for that we need a private sub text box 1 underscore validated event. If my text box is numeric value contain means it going for text box 2, otherwise is provide a error. Are you clear? If is numeric means it going for text box 2 dot focus, otherwise it will cause some error. That's all. So totally we have seen how to bind the controls and some tips of the error provider. Thank you.